Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Jade Empire. Let's go get Aishi. The Mournful Blade. Push the other way. Made you move. Hey guys, remember me?
My name is Aishi the Mournful Blade, and if you are another hunter come to claim my head, I suggest you turn around and walk away. That one didn't listen to me. I hope you have more sense.
An old man told me that you had a story to tell.
I have a tale to finish. I see no need to tell it to anyone but myself. Stranger, if you continue to talk to me, I will stand up and face you. If that happens, our meeting will end with one of our deaths.
That's the risk I'm willing to take.
So be it.
I would play no games with this woman if I were you.
You're not what I expected. Harmony surrounds you and flows out into the world as you pass. I have a story I would share willingly with you if you would hear it.
Let's hear it.
Do you know anything of me? Anything of the terror that is Aishi the Mournful Blade?
Why don't you tell me in your own words?
In my years in this empire, I have been a wanted criminal, a bandit, a murderer, and worse. I have burned entire towns to the ground to avenge some petty dispute between lords and led men to slaughter peasants by the score for their meager possessions. It is all too easy to lose your conscience once you have denied it. I was not always like this, but I remember all too well how my descent began.
Oh, what happened?
My father died when I was still a girl, and with him gone I felt no sense of direction. I had no other family to turn to, and so I was alone. I met a boy. He was a natural leader. He had drive and direction. I was in love. He used to enjoy tormenting the children of our village, and I thought it was all fun. Then, one day...
Go on. Oh, what happened?
He pushed a young boy into the river outside of town. It was fast-moving and would have swept the child away, but he managed to grab hold of a rock.
That's terrible. Why would he do such a thing?
Why, indeed. In the intervening years, I've come to believe that it was more than simple horseplay. There was a gleam in my young man's eye that I cannot forget. The child screamed for help. His cries were shrill with terror, for he could not swim. I moved to help him, but I felt a hand on my arm. The boy I loved turned to me and said, "If we help him, he'll only tell the others what we have done. We have to let him go." Something in his voice. I believed him.
What happened to the child?
That poor child was swept away in the current and was found dead downriver days later. We never told anyone what we had done, but I could never forget. If we help him, he'll only tell the others what we've done. We have to let him go. Simple words, but they still echo in my head even now. Nights are worse. I can't sleep for the screams of that boy as he washed away. I still hear them to this day.
Who was this boy that stopped you?
I have followed his life since that day, as I descended into my world and he climbed the ranks in the Imperial Army. That is why I have come here now. I am tired of my life, but at least I have lived it. He deserved to live as I did, but has never felt a moment's remorse for his part in that day. If you came here because of the rich reward on my head, you may even know him. Captain Sin of the Imperial Army is my quarry. I must make him pay for that boy's life.
Captain Sen was the young man you were in love with?
You know him, clearly. Until now, I wasn't sure how I would approach him, but you may have provided the answer. If you help me, I know how I can reach Sin. You need merely to escort me to his station by the gate. A subdued prisoner could get close enough to deal with Sin. Once I have dealt with him, you shall have your bounty. I couldn't let you be implicated in my final murder.
If what you say is true, Sen deserves what's coming to him.
Let's go write an ending to my tale. Hello, my love. Or should I call you by your rank now, Captain Sin? Surely it's been a very long time.
Aishi, what are you doing here? You're a wanted criminal. You can't be here.
Do you deserve to be standing here any more than her, Captain?
It's time I paid for my crimes.
Well, it's good to see our new bounty hunter was able to bring you in. Frankly, Aishi, I thought you'd fight to the death. You were this weak when...
No, I was weak. Otherwise I would have ignored you by the river. I'm going to pay for my crimes, but there's one thing I have to do first. I have to kill you.
What? No! Guards!
Your men will be dead before they can get within 3 paces of me, Captain. Don't order them to their deaths. I already owe you 1 lifetime of pain. Do not bring more than that upon yourself.
She's mad! She means to kill me! You! Protect me! I'll double the bounty!
If I help you, you'll only tell the others what I've done. I have to let you go.
Damn you both! You're both going to waste away between worlds! I'll make sure the underworld won't take your rotting corpses!
Sin is dead. Dead like that poor boy we let wash away. I should have made him suffer more. Stranger, I cannot thank you enough. I have touched 1,000 lives with my crimes, and yet now I feel some peace. It is time my story ended. I have only one more favor to ask. Face me now, and grant me an honor... No, there is no honor left for me. Just grant me an end.
Just walk away. You deserve your peace.
You can't be the one to let Aishi the Mournful Blade walk free. That would cast undeserved suspicion upon you, and that crime I will not commit. Face me, and let this battle be glorious enough that the city will talk of it for generations.
Longsword!
Who are we to step in when a personal challenge is issued? Captain Sen could usually take care of himself.
Yeah, not this time though.
I hoped it would end this way. She may have found some peace. Here, take this. It's something Aishi would have wanted you to have, I think. I hate for a good deed to go unrewarded.
Thank you, but why?
Aishi the Mournful Blade was my daughter.
What? You're lying. She said her father died when she was young.
I think she must have found some peace now, and I can finally rest. It has been too long since I turned away from the Water Dragon's embrace.
Turned away? Wait, you're dead?
You couldn't tell? A spirit monk? Ah, but you are not fully trained, and I have refused to let any part of myself slip away.
How would you know about my heritage?
One of your kind came for me many years ago. I told her that I wanted to see my daughter grow up, and she allowed me to stay. Your kind were shepherds of the dead, but that never meant you were heartless. She said one day another of her order would come for me. Ironic, really. I died before the gates to the underworld closed, but I couldn't let go of my daughter. I worried for her, and rightly so, but I think she will find peace now. Every ghost slips into madness over time, but some of us have a reason not to. We can fight back the longing and despair for a time.
What will you do next?
I will wait. What choice do I have? I know the underworld is cut off, but I must try to fight through the despair and anger. I have some idea of what you face. Take my best wishes as you try to set things right. I have waited for more than 2 decades. I can wait a bit more, and now I have a reason to smile.
Gem of Unity. Oh, loading. You coming, Sky? Come over here. Come on. Oh, bloody hell. Come on. There we go. Want to talk to me?
Always happy to help. What do you need?
What did you want to talk about before we left for the palace?
Sagacious Zeus sacrificed himself so that you could continue. That reminded me how dangerous our task truly is.
Zeus was a good man. I just hope he's finally found some peace.
I hope so too. He certainly earned a reprieve, if only from hating himself so much. I don't think you would have survived Death's hand. Even if you had, would you be in any shape to face his master, the Emperor? Your master obviously trained you well, but you've come a long way even since we met.
You've learned some new tricks of your own, haven't you?
It's true, though half of them have come from watching you, and the rest are the result of being desperate to survive, if only to see what happens next. I know this seems a strange thing to ask now of all times, but do you ever wonder what you'll do after we rescue your master? I have my own ideas, but I'd be interested in hearing yours.
Hearing mine, huh? I have some ideas of what's ahead.
What about your master? What do you think will happen with him?
Despite Dawnstar's hopes, I think it will be too late to save him.
I've wondered the same thing, but your master is a strong man. What about you? Where do you see yourself?
Maybe I'll settle down with some dashing rogue.
I can only hope this fellow is possessed of remarkable stamina. I can't imagine you settled for long. Allow me a prediction, if you will.
All right.
I do not think we will all survive, not against these odds. But those of us who do will find a way to return to our normal lives. When you think about it, that leaves only the question of us, doesn't it? That's the tricky one.
Oh, it's smart. We'll figure it out, don't you think?
Yes, I do. We've talked long enough. As it stands, I'm gonna have to listen to Whirlwind's lewd innuendos for the next 2 days at least. Given what we're facing, I don't know if we should go further with this until you rescue your master. The last thing you need is a distraction.
What if I want a little distracting?
Trust me, you're not the only one, but you can't afford distractions right now. There will be time later.
There better had be. Alright. I'll leave it there for now. When I return, we shall head to the palace. Stay with me.